double time as a masturbator. That's what it feels like. No, that was great. I remember my first time doing a comedy. I went up and bombed for 5 minutes, and then the host came up and was like, I hope he was doing a character. So, it's just not easy. Guys, your next comedian verified, please clap those hands for Raj Mahal.
Hey. Yo. My name is Raj, and I'm a professional virgin. Pity laughs are an acceptable means of payment. How are you doing? What's your name? Jerry? Gerald? I don't give a fuck, sorry. Where are you from?
That's okay. Santa Rosa.
Oh, cool. I'm from Canada, so that's relevant. So, what the fuck your name is? What's your mother's maiden name?
Vermilion.
Vermilion? Get a piece of pen and paper and write that shit down. What's your childhood pet's name?
Childhood pet?
Yeah.
Bernie.
Bernie? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is the name of the school you first attended?
First school?
Yeah.
Monte Vista.
It took some time thinking there. Did you go to school? You're probably wondering, like, why is this guy asking me so many personal questions? It's kind of annoying, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's really annoying. And honestly, I'm the same, okay? Because I'm a private guy too. Honestly, I cannot even imagine talking about my personal life and sharing my personal stories to strangers. So you can only imagine my annoyance when a couple of weeks ago I was getting an annual physical checkup, and my doctor was asking me all these questions incessantly. It was just basic like questions doctors ask, right? Like, how did your relatives die? Why are you picking your nose? Did you hit your head as a child? Does your family have a history of autism? Are you in a relationship? Now, I wasn't in a relationship at the time, but that is none of this guy's business, okay? And honestly, what is a relationship? I think we're holding hands. She thinks it's a professional handshake between an interviewer and an interviewee. I think we're gazing into each other's souls. She thinks some guy's creeping up on her from 500 feet through a pair of binoculars. Tomato, 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 to none of this guy's fucking business, okay? So leave me alone. I got defensive. Are you in a relationship? Yeah. I have parents. I have a sibling. I have loving friends. No. Are you sexually active? My name's Raj and I'm a professional virgin. So I guess not. Gee, I wonder why. No, honestly, I find doctors very annoying, very smug. And you're probably wondering, does this guy always hate doctors? Like, what's the deal? And honestly, like, my hatred's not unwarranted. I have a very legitimate reason. It all started when I was 8 years old, and it was a Tuesday night. I had an exam the next day. It was a vocab quiz, very important. My teacher was very strict, and it was going to be very hard. I was very behind in terms of prep. So one thing led to another. Long story short, I had a massive stomach ache. It came out of nowhere. And the timing was very unfortunate because if it kept going like this, then my parents would have to call in sick for me the next day, and I would be exempted from the quiz. Very unfortunate. So, I was doing the whole shebang, just clutching my stomach, saying, ow, oh. And my parents got worried. So they took me to the hospital to see a doctor. And this guy, right, he's probably in his 50s, he's seen some shit, you can tell. And he asked me, hey, what's wrong? I said, I have a stomachache. And he said, oh, really? Point me where? So I said, here in the general area. He's like, yeah, so that's not your stomach. That's insert some medical word that basically means stomach, but this guy wants to show off the fact that he paid thousands of dollars in tuition fees and generated tons of debt so that he could learn a fancy word for a stomach. And then he looked up to my parents, right? And he said, like, these are his exact words. I remember, because this scarred me. You need to not care about your son. Your son is a very bad person. His actual words. I'm not even kidding. This is true. Your son is a very bad person. He's faking a stomachache so that he does not have to go to school tomorrow. Dude, yeah. Can you believe this guy? He ratted me out. I thought we lived in a country. Nay, a planet with a very strict no snitch policy. Snitches get stitches, my mom always said. But at the tender age of 8, this guy taught me a very tough life lesson, and that the world's not fair. Life is not fair. Because in this case, the snitch gave me stitches. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good night.
Guys, give it up one more time for Raj. All right, keeping this thing moving. You next to me.